Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to cover everyone's favorite or least favorite serial scammer, Luca. Luca Jackets, Giorgio, whatever the hell he wants to call himself. We're going to be covering him today because he's scamming once again. We're going to go through we're going to do a little recap so that anyone that wasn't around for all of Luca's scams can take a little look at that. And then maybe just a refresher for anyone that is familiar with what's going on. So yes, this is the guy, the Luca Jackets guy that's been at all the conventions selling his shitty jackets, his nerd jackets, his intellectual property. We got a little update on that towards the end of the video here, but let's go through a little quickie recap here. Let's get it. We got the first scam that we covered here, Pokemon cards. Of course, you got to be scamming Pokemon cards to make it on the channel here. So Luca, of course, he's got to do a little bit of return fraud. So we have a crystal golem here that he purchased on eBay. He's claiming that it was damaged when he received it. The problem with this is that it was a Japanese crystal golem, and he showed damage on the back of a case that had an English back. The dude is not right. My apologies. Scammers are typically not very smart. This was pretty dumb of them. Pretty obvious here. Pretty good way for me to be able to say, Luca, you're a dirty scammer. Whoop-de-doo. All right, next up, we have his jackets. So yes, his jackets are also pretty damn scammy. Clearly intellectual property that belongs to Nintendo, so you want to stay away from that kind of thing. We have Peach Castle, this jacket here. So we had an individual with some issues where it looked like shit when it showed up because he gets it made somewhere that makes jackets fit and look like shit. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So scam number 2 there. We have scam number 3. He's always going on about how he's doing it. It's supposed to be for charity, so he's always in a rush. He's rushing you. Scammers like to rush you. If someone's trying to rip you off, they're trying to get your money. They're trying to get everything done as quick as possible so you don't second guess. You don't think about it. You're just doing it. You're just going for it. And that's what he does again here in this instance. Again, it's just ridiculous. He wins an auction. He's trying to cancel it. We have just absolute. He's always busy. He's got to remind you that he's busy. It's his time is precious. Don't worry about your time. But we have just time and time again. So even within Pokemon, outside of Pokemon, anything to do with this stuff. Today we're going to be taking a look after we get through the recap here. He's now scamming for Fortnite cards. Anything that has anything to do with anything, he's scamming it. The dude is like he's like in permanent grift mode. And my God, do I hope that the authorities catch up with this guy and absolutely throw the book at him. Now, we have this incident here. This lady who had decided she was going to book a hotel room for him because he was being friendly. They were supposed to do some kind of business, and whoop-de-doo. Guess who uses her account and gets banned from that account because he charged back the hotel. So he's scamming the hotel, scamming the person that let him use the account. Probably offered some discounted rates or whatever it might be. But there's everything this dude does is a scam. He will gaslight the living hell out of you. It's just time and time again. So we have I guess I should have asked him how he pronounces his name. We're gonna call him Bridgie. My apologies, Bridgie, if that's not how you pronounce it. So he has a little post here on the sports card scammers exposed. Sports card, I'm sure he's done some other scams that we haven't seen yet. Maybe we'll cover those on the channel someday if they pop up. If you know anyone, if you've been impacted by our boy here, Luca, this scammerini, please reach out and let me know. So let's go through what the issue here is in this case with the Fortnite cards. He says, I'll get some comments calling me an idiot and that I deserve this, but seriously need some help / advice. At this point, I have no shame in my part if I got scammed as a first-time seller, but I could really use advice / legal action if possible. I never sold cards before. A lot of what happened now is hindsight 2020, but I had to liquidate some assets in hopes of having another baby and sold $11K worth of graded TCG cards to a buyer, Luca Jackets. Ooh, okay, so please, guys, even if you don't watch the videos, if you can't keep up with them all, do a search. Just go into YouTube, search Rattle Pokemon and the name of whoever you're buying from, and there's a good chance like that would have shown up. Luca Jackets at gmail.com had me send the cards to his friend Alan's address. So he's also using a lot of other addresses, as we'll see in this video. Typical. You gotta add some layering if you're a scammer. He paid me on PayPal and everything seemed so far so good on the surface. The funds were on hold and I was told they would clear once the cards were delivered. Now, this is going to be lengthy. We're going to go through a lot of the evidence, a lot of the DMs, but I think it's important, especially for anyone that's new, you're going to see the warning signs. So in hindsight, it's going to be easier to see these warning signs. But if you see it from anyone else, if you see something similar coming from Luca or someone else, I mean, just don't do business with Luca. It's a terrible decision. There's a good chance he's going to try and fleece you. And best case scenario, you get your money back after a giant headache trying to get your money back. So I mailed the cards, no signature, probably my first mistake, to Canada. I was told to declare the cards are worthless to pass customs. Whoop-de-doo, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that if you're scamming like Mr. Luca is. Because when the law enforcement cracks down and they're like, "Oh, so you've been evading taxes and also scamming," I did that. Probably the second mistake as I think about it. Today the cards show as delivered, and I followed up with the buyer to confirm he received them. The buyer said they did not receive them and will likely submit a non-received item claim to get refunded their $11,000. Doing my own research, I found out that if you don't send to the address provided, I'm shit out of luck. So that's probably part of the scheme here too. There's like 3 addresses that he provides throughout the interactions. Because he's like, "Oh, I'm only going to be here till here. Can you send it like overnight? And can you get it here in like 3 hours across the country? If not, you might have to send it to Canada, or you might have to send it to this guy." Now we'll have to take a look and see how involved the people are. It's possible that he's using these people and they don't realize that the people, the addresses and the people that are getting these things shipped to don't realize that Luca is using this as a method for fraud. So that's kind of something that'll have to be investigated. If not by me, then by law enforcement. Anybody else go through this? If so, what was the outcome? And sure enough, thankfully, thanks to you guys watching the channel, supporting the channel, using the link tree, your trolling code Rattle5, Securus, Rattle7, Card Trader, Card Market, all of the links, all of the codes. We can make these videos and at least people have a reference point. Hopefully they see it before they get scammed, but if they don't, at least they have somewhere to turn, and hopefully collectively, with enough of these incidents where Luca is seemingly constantly scamming people, we can hopefully get everything that law enforcement needs, all the evidence in place, so that something actually gets done about this. It's pretty disgusting that a world that we live in here where somebody can scam this many people and not see more serious repercussions. It shouldn't take more than a couple times scamming people, and this is a serious amount of money. So this is when you're getting into the 11K threshold here. You're talking federal level stuff. He was having it shipped in the States. I don't know how that works exactly, but I know the FBI can get permission. So yeah, we'll have to forward this information along to them, although it looks like it might already be in their hands. This is correct. It appears not to be in the correct mailbox. I have to visit the post office tomorrow to see if we can recover this. My question is, why are they delivered to this box versus requesting a signature? Did you not put the signature on this? So like this dude is looking for any kind of way that he can scam you through PayPal or not. In terms of if it's not signed for, he's going to claim it didn't arrive. He's going to blame the post office, but it was a community mailbox. He received it. We've seen time and time again where he's grifting, he's stealing from people. My mind would be absolutely blown if this actually did get lost. I don't think it got lost. It got scammed. I didn't put a signature on delivery. However, I did document the shipping process on video and it sent it to your address, as well as declared the cards for not its true value. This is not my fault, as tracking shows it's been delivered. So I don't see anywhere where he actually requested a signature, that sort of thing. And again, he's just preying on people that will slip up in the process of sending him things. The same way, even if you send him the right things, he's going to claim that they're damaged. He'll show you the back of a different card. He's gonna grift. Grifter's gonna grift. Looking into it, it might not be your fault, but the mail person made an error. We can claim non-delivery. It's pretty messed up. So we got a lot of DMs and stuff like that. We have not received them yet. We are still waiting. We have someone waiting to sign for them. They've been delivered. Community mailbox. Yes, we're giving them the French cowboy. Yes, we're gonna have to block out a little bit of stuff right there. I can I can do PayPal, saving you thousands on eBay fees. 2 invoices. First one 5,500. Second one 5,500. Invoice Luca Jackets. Let's do this. I will pay you today. Shipping address will be in Vegas. I need it delivered before the 22nd. And this is only the 18th. So, like, you got to wait for the payment to clear because he's got a messed up PayPal account, as we'll see. Just insane. Insane that this dude is just expecting so much of other people when he's such a absolute dirtbag. Otherwise, it has to go to Canada. Please advise. I will check back. This will go to a charity event in December. It's not for me. Good cause. We are setting it up with our affiliates. I appreciate your time. So, like, he does the same shit every time. It's the same, like, oh, it's all for charity kind of shit. It's not. It's him. He's grifting. He's trying to steal from you. He's always trying to steal from you. I've yet to see a transaction done with Luca Jackets. I guess other than if he sold people jackets at a convention and they realized and they saw the fact that they were shit quality and still decided to purchase them, I guess that's fine. I mean, it's still not fine in the eyes of like any of the IP that he's kind of stealing in order to produce those jackets. And he's even received like cease and desist and warnings from Nintendo on that Princess Peach jacket. Yes, now if you write the invoice properly, we won't have PayPal flaying them, so outline what's included. I'll pay then as soon as I'm home in an hour. I think for safety, I'll ship to my friend Alan or our studio in Canada. Okay, I just sent the invoices. Let me know where to ship it to. I could do PayPal, saving you thousands. I think we read this one already. We got that one already. Compromise at 11,500. So this is like earlier on where they're negotiating. It's really high from our budget. So fucking buy something else. Get it to me in Canada, mark a really low value so I don't pay taxes and we have a deal. Tax evasion. Right there in writing. Whip-de-doo. Whippity-doo. Careful, Luca. You can only break so many laws here. Okay, 11,500, 2 invoices to this email. Yes, now if you write the invoice properly, we won't have PayPal flaying them, so outline what's included. I'll play them as soon as I'm home in an hour. I think for safety, I'll ship to my friend Alan. Okay, send the invoices. Let me know when you ship it to. And then we have the Alan address there in Calgary. Which is interesting. We're gonna have to have a little chat with Alan. PayPal stated it's going to take more time to send the amount. I will pay the other amount tonight if it lets me. So apologies, I didn't turn on the French cowboy accent there for him right away. So we got a little conversation here. Is that a Shopify store? I'm a Shopify developer, but anyways, look out for electronic mail. Just sent you a message. I know we are chatting direct, but consider that the market has dropped a lot. It was being held up, a bubble. Even Pokemon has dropped huge. Luca, you scamming in Pokemon? Now you got to go to Fortnite? You got to scam the Fortniters? I will be very busy in the next couple days, so let's work out the deal at least now. I don't mind taking payment and split to make sure there are no issues. That is a red flag in itself. If somebody can't make one payment, they got to split it up into 2 for some reason. It's not good. It's not a good one. It's not a good sign. In the address bar, I have my account to shoot a request invoice. Maybe you can do 2 of these invoices. We got the same one twice there. But again, this is all assuming buyer hasn't paid for the cards in the next 48 hours, so let me know. Let me know what you can do direct. Most of the time, people here are deadbeats. They bid up and whatnot. I have a brand/company that could use this as a special charity auction item for Xmas. Let me know the best you can do. I can take an invoice to me to avoid those nasty eBay charges to sellers. So make sure, if you have anyone dumb, if you have David Person, because he's fucking dumb and does this shit too, do not negotiate on eBay. This is a good way to lose your eBay account if you do this on eBay. If they're like, oh, can we take the transaction off of eBay? Do you understand why eBay doesn't like that? They make money by selling stuff on eBay. If you're on eBay and you make any indication on eBay that you're going to bring the sale off of eBay, that's bad news. Now, if you do it on another platform, somebody has the item on eBay and you're like, hey, are you the person that has this and this? You're probably fine. But even if you think you're sneaky in the DMs, you're like, oh, are you so-and-so from Instagram? And then all of a sudden, the transaction happens. Not to mention eBay and PayPal, sister companies, whatever they are. I'm sure they can figure it out. You're risking, especially if you have a built-up eBay, do not show any sign of bringing the transaction off of eBay. Not a good idea. I'm open to that idea. However, I need to give a buyer an opportunity to pay. If buyer doesn't pay after a few days, I'll consider your offer. What are you thinking? That kind of stuff. We got more here. Sent 22nd to Vegas. So here's like the back and forth between the three addresses. Then the Calgary stuff. And here's some more Luca saying payment sent. Please mark a value of $50. Was it 11,000? It was 11,000 USD, and you want to mark it at $50? Careful. Just write the bulk cards or something on the waiver. Don't even worry about it. And this is the thing too. If the package gets lost, depending on like if it's insured, like if you mark it at a value of $50. Like, sure, it's gonna help Luca avoid paying taxes, but if it gets lost, or if you're trying to make a claim, and you're saying that it's $11,000 worth of cards that are missing, but you marked it as $50, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble there too. So Luca doesn't care. He's a grifter. He's gonna grift you, and he doesn't give a shit if you get in trouble. He doesn't give a shit if you lose your money, because I mean he's trying to steal the cards. He's trying to steal your money. If the actual value is put, it could be sent back or cause issues. Like taxes? Please do update us with tracking tomorrow when the payment gets to you. Thank you. I can 2 days it to Vegas or next day if you want to split the cost. If you want to do next day to Vegas ship method, text me. It'll be faster than email. Unfortunately, I cannot send it out today. Post office is closed today and tomorrow. I will ship Monday morning. Leaving on Tuesday unless you can get it here by the 21st. I can't accept it in Vegas. So it was the 22nd before, now it's the 21st. You want to overnight it to Vegas? Text me. It's easier to discuss versus email. If I can send it to Vegas before the 21st, I will. I'm at a baby shower right now, but we'll have to split the cost. Otherwise, I'll send it to Canada. So I assume like the different addresses here is just him like trying to make it so that the address on the PayPal is not the same, so that he can claim that the item wasn't received, even if there is signature on it. He's going to be like, oh, I didn't tell him to send it to that address. And PayPal needs to step up their game and make sure that they're protecting people on this sort of thing. We'll see what the outcome is towards the end of the video here. Stay tuned for that. But we got some more DMs to get through here. I want you guys to see just how shady, just how greasy this little Luca bitch bastard is. Sure, let me know. Thank you. I will be out all day today at an event we planned. Let me know what you decide. He's like, he wants to be so fucking important all the time. Dude, you're just importing fucking shitty leather jackets that have Nintendo IP on them. Like, give us a break. And they're so bad, and you make so little money off of it that you have to fucking steal from people. That's what we're looking at. That's the big picture here, Luca. Okay, 2 questions. What's the Vegas address? And you leave Tuesday. If so, it gets there by Monday. It's fine, right? Actually, let's stick to Canada. Going to be about $200 and next day to Las Vegas. So then he has this like Jackie Crows, and then he puts LD for like Luca Design, I guess, on the address. I do think that the people that he's shipping this stuff to, the address that he's using for this stuff, are people that he knows. Now, I don't think they necessarily realize the fact that he's committing fraud here, though I would imagine most of the people that receive these packages or are used in his fraudulent schemes, I would imagine that they're reached out to and people are like, hey, what the fuck? What's going on here? Luca scammed me and he had me ship the stuff to you. So do they know? Do they not know? To be determined. But that's kind of what we're dealing with here. He's got a few places he likes to ship stuff to, like the Chris one from our previous Pokemon incident. 2 p.m. 22nd. I personally will be out. Feel free to send there overnight. Okay, just update me with tracking. Will do. However, you did say 0 fees, but I see there is 508 worth of fees. I can refund you if you want to send it to friends and family. If you ship to Vegas, I'll get you the fee half for the shipping. It saves custom issues. Otherwise, you got to fill out the paperwork. I'm cool with it. Just get there ASAP on time. We cannot send friends and family. Read the message. No eBay fees, we said. We raised the price from the bid already. So I guess he means like he doesn't want to pay eBay fees, but there's going to be eBay fees for the seller. He can't send friends and family, even if he trusted the person to send this stuff to him, because he can't scam you. If he sent it friends and family, he's not going to be able to rip you off because the money is going to be in your account. Not going to be able to pretend it didn't arrive. In my opinion, he pretended it didn't arrive. We do not know. We have not seen it, but it'll be interesting if you guys see the cards in question. If you see Luca out there grifting, selling this stuff, we'll have to find out. We'll have to see that charitable event that he always talks about, whether or not they're being sold for that. Maybe he's just Robin Hood. He's stealing from people, stealing Fortnite cards from people in order to give to charity. Some agencies are open Sunday, e.g. FedEx, etc. Please do let me know. I went through great troubles to get this taken care of quickly so we can make it work. I appreciate your tracking is appreciated. So like you went great troubles. What were your fucking great troubles here? You're trying to scam someone. Again, he's trying to make it seem like he's going out of his way. It's going to be your fault. You did the wrong things. It's not him. It's not his fault. Gaslight extraordinaire. I'll check out FedEx. I'm going to have to send it out to Alan's address. If it's cost effective, I'll send it today via FedEx, via standard shipping, but otherwise the next day to Vegas is $200. I'll send you tracking as soon as I can send it. Thanks. If it can arrive here beforehand, that's fantastic. Keep me posted. He's the same kind of idiot that will like send you voice messages because he just like, his time is valuable. He's going to save a couple of seconds instead of typing something in or voice to text even by sending you a voice message that you got to fucking listen to with his fucking dumb ass on it. I spoke with PayPal since the funds have not cleared yet and it raised some concerns. So that's the thing. He wants you to ship as soon as possible, but the funds aren't even cleared yet. Can he cancel the transaction at that point? Again, he's the guy is charged back on a hotel. He claims that there were problems with the hotel, but there was no indication that there actually was when the hotel was contacted, and based on his comments to the person that he scammed. So he's probably just banking on the fact that he can charge that back or cancel the card or something like that. There's probably multiple scams baked in here. He's going to take your money if he can. If there's any possible way for him to steal your fucking cards on this shit, he's going to do it. They advised me to wait until the funds have cleared. Then I can immediately ship the items. So I'm going to wait for the funds to clear since the first invoice was refunded due to it being suspicious. So that's a big problem. That's a big warning sign there. You got the 2 payments. Let me know if I miss anything here. If I either forget to mention any of these warning signs. I mean, the first one is that it's Luca. And if you watch the channel here, or if you do a search, you're going to find out, hey, this dude is a scammer. He's dumb enough to actually use his business name in all of his scams, I guess. I don't get it. Not to mention the fact that he's using a bunch of addresses for other people that are either inconvenienced or in on the scam. Screenshots for reference are attached. Rest assured, I'm not going to take your money or not ship your cards. Just need the funds to clear first before I do anything. And that's a good call. That's fine, not the problem. They should clear soon, they told me. Keep me posted. He probably didn't even contact them. Dude is a fucking liar. Again, that's my opinion. Thanks for understanding. I'm watching it every day to see the latest, and we'll keep you posted. It's already left our account this morning. You should have it tomorrow. Domestic shipping option. So now he's going to send it to Jacob in Burbank, Illinois, which is weird. Again, the third address that he's doing. He says, okay, when it clears, I'm sending to Alan's address. Just note that took more than it should have out of our account for some reason. 5,700 times 3. If you see the mistake, please credit us for one of the amounts. Maybe it was canceled. Who knows? We will have to call later. Domestic shipping option. So now, okay, here's another baked in scam. Dude is gonna here is an attempt, in my opinion. This is an attempt to get you to reverse one of the transactions, one of the $5,700 transactions. He's trying to steal. He's trying to steal from you. He's trying to get you to reverse one when you're shipping the stuff anyway. This is all I have. So you can see here we have the 2 requests and we have the 2 money pending. So there's only 2. I think Luca is lying on his end. I think there is only 2. It might be on PayPal. They just took money from the account more than 2 times. Let me know when it clears. I don't believe you. I think you're lying here, Luca. I think you're trying to bait out a reverse. One of the transactions to be reversed. Weird. It's been cleared for me. I will give it another day before I call them. I was still billed more than once, but they said wait it out. Wait. So you did? You called them? Even in this one sentence here, you're contradicting. You said that you're before you call them, and then you said that you talked to them. Maybe did you chat with them? This seems like he's so full of shit. Absolutely full of shit. Here's the latest. We got updates here. It's been cleared. I got an email from them. It's still pending on my end. So unless it's cleared in my account, we just got to wait. Again, pressure. Anytime someone's like pushing you to get it done like as fast as possible and rush and makes mistakes, the dude is he's a grift master. Regardless of how dumb he is with like this sending the wrong card back, the English card back on the damaged slab that he received. He's dumb, but he's going to find ways. He's going to find ways to weasel. His jacket company sucks dicks. So that's going to require him to scam, I guess, to keep up this image of whatever the hell he's trying to be or do. Money's still pending, but it confirms I am sending it here and will require signature upon delivery. So I'm being told I have to add tracking to the order, and then you have to confirm delivery when it's received. I'm not very comfortable with that, as you can say you never received the item and receive a refund. However, I'm going to mail the items today. Add tracking. I'm going to document the whole process as a video from me packing the cards to mailing them and send you the video and tracking information. Add tracking information. I know it would be premature, but since I'm expecting the funds in my account before shipping, I would kindly appreciate it if you reviewed the video and released the funds. So I don't know about every company, but in terms of if you send it like USPS, Canada Post, you can make sure that they have to pick it up. Not only just signature delivery, because you could just pretend somebody else signed for it, that sort of thing. But you can have it so that they have to pick it up at the post office. I would imagine that FedEx and UPS have a similar option, which is going to be like your safest thing. So if you're doing a large transaction with somebody that's sketchy as Luca is here, then you're going to probably want to put that option on the package. Again, it's hindsight here. Most people are not going to scam you like this, but just in case, as a little safety buffer. All right, so it's been sent. We got a video of it being sent. I have been with family recently. I expected to ship on Monday. Where was it sent to? I'm still waiting on PayPal to fix the issue with the 4-time charge. So now, like, again, the dude is fucking, he can't even keep his lies straight. He's saying it was 3 times before. Now he's saying it's 4. I hope you didn't mark a 10K value or there will be issues with shipment. No, that's taxes. That's not issues with shipment. It's why I offered U.S. location. So again, he was going to take the cards and bring them into Canada without declaring the fact that he was bringing them in, is what he's saying here. I sent it to Alan's address. I only have close to 11K pending in total, nothing less, nothing more. So PayPal is probably working on the first refund since I got the email stating it was refunded for suspected fraud. What? Just for your assurance to see that I don't have 4 payments from you, so PayPal will be responsible for whatever charges were canceled. Should be there by this weekend. When you get them, can you release the money by following the instructions in the screenshot? Your items have been delivered. Can you confirm everything looks good and release the funds? Still waiting for this. Still waiting for all 3 charges to be 2 charges. Okay, so now it's 3 charges again. Should we put that request in with PayPal? You have to take care of that with PayPal. That's not on me. You have my cards. Can you release my money? No, this is fucking made up bullshit, is what this is. He's trying to, I don't know. At this point, like, you should realize that you're probably not going to refund one of the charges. As you've seen from my screenshots and previous emails, I haven't received more than 2 payments from you. We have not received them yet. We are still waiting. We have someone waiting to sign for them. They have been delivered today. Wait, this shows delivered to a community mailbox. I will spend time locating it, but I'm not happy with this. I hope you have a signature delivery or there might be issues. No, there's going to be issues. You didn't check the mailbox at this point. Like, fucking just save them some time and just tell them that you scammed them, please. I sent it to Alan's address per your request. I'm going to file a complaint with the IC3 FBI. They will investigate this since they treated it as a crime since valuables were worth more than $11,000 total. This is correct. It appears not to be in the correct mailbox. I have to visit the post office tomorrow to see if we can recover this. My question is, why are they delivered to this box versus requesting a signature? Why did you not put a signature on this? I didn't put a signature on delivery. However, I did document the shipping process in the video, and I sent it to your address, as well as declared the cards for not its true value. Shouldn't have done that. I mean, in hindsight, I'm sure he realizes this. This is not my fault, as tracking shows it's been delivered. Looking into it, it might not be your fault, but if the mail person made an error, we can claim non-delivery. That's pretty messed up. You requested to send it to Alan's address, which is different than the address provided in PayPal address. You knowingly scam me. So this is probably typically like if somebody's scamming with mail, it's mail fraud. So we got like mail fraud. We have, he's done return fraud. He's got intellectual property stuff that Nintendo's probably going to take his ass out at some point in time in the legal sense. If the cards got lost, I'm sorry, but if you reach out to PayPal and file a non-received, it screams scam. You know damn well he's going to do that. This dude is the greaser of all greasers. Good news and bad news. Good news is we were credited for one of the 3 completed transfers. Dude, there was no 3 transfers. That is stop making shit up. We sent it to a secure address. I mean, and it's not good news for like, it's fake news, but it's also not good news for anyone involved other than you if it happened to be a real thing. We sent it to a secure address. That's not the issue. Bad news is that it's not in the parcel locker and it may have been misplaced or misput in the wrong drawer. They are doing a check to see if they can recover it, but it will take a few days. Again, why you didn't do a signature delivery to ensure the safety is beyond crazy. So you need to do like actual pickup, not delivered to the house. And then he would have complained like, oh, well, you had to get him go pick it up. Not to mention the fact that there wasn't even like a last name on that one, I don't believe. The Allen one. Maybe the Allen one did. Some of the addresses have a last name. Sometimes it's the first name and it's got LD behind it. That means they don't deliver to a parcel drop-off versus in-person delivery. I guess he's going by LD here too. So it's weird. It's like he's so stupid that he wants to flex his shitty company with his like shitty jackets that he uses the name even when he's scamming people. So here we got it. We got the URL drop, the Rattle Pokemon drop, and yes, he knows who I am. He false flags all the videos. He's gonna false flag this one. It's what he does. He's trying to grease himself. He's trying to stay slippery, and we got to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'll put the playlist down below. He was able to falsely claim that previous videos were defamation when they clearly were not, and that like restricts people from viewing them if they're in Canada. So I'm gonna have to make sure that they're all uploaded to X. And maybe some other platforms so that everyone has an opportunity to see these if they're getting ripped off, if they're going to be ripped off by Mr. Luca. I don't know what this email is supposed to be. We are waiting on the postal company to locate the parcel, but if you are going to send one more email of nonsense, we will contact the payment processor about the issue tomorrow. The address is correct. The purchased items are not with us. Why can't you use your resources to help instead of sending allegations of wrongdoing? It seems really odd that you would send a parcel without a signature confirmation of this level of importance. It's straight stupid. If you continue to send rude and abrasive emails, we will request the money to be returned. This is not an official company email. Oh my God. where is this official company email? If you have not noticed, this is not a purchase for a brand, if that is what you are trying to highlight this. I mean, isn't it? You said it was like for a charity thing. It's not associated with your brand. Maybe you shouldn't use Luca Designs in all of your names and stuff like that if it's not a work purchase. Also, I don't know how that works exactly. If it's like a personal, if it's him committing fraud in terms of tax fraud with the item undeclared and the stuff that he's probably bringing over the border. Hopefully he can be flagged on that, and maybe they can do an extra check on him when he's flying to and from the U.S. to make sure he's not bringing anything back with him that's a little bit more expensive than he's letting on. Reggie, can you please contact the postal carrier main line as the shipper and launch a trace to where it's delivered? I can't do any more as the sender. They said if we do this, we can locate which box it was placed inside. So he's full of shit here. You're wasting your time with this. It is not going to help. it's lost. He's not only is he scamming you now, but he's wasting your time and kind of leading you to believe that he's not doing something wrong. This is not a civil manner. If you feel your package was delivered to the wrong address, you should contact the police since it's illegal to open someone else's mail, even in Canada. You can't talk your way out of this one. Like Offspring lyrics, son. It's ironic that this person you scammed for a hotel room has the same contact information that you gave me and the others online who have sold you items you claim to be buying for charity. Yeah, he's scamming. He's scamming his buttons off over here. And this goes beyond civil at this point since $11,500 worth of valuables is a felony punishable by jail. God damn, I would love to see that little bitch bastard put in jail. As you have instructed, I have opened the case to recover the funds. You didn't reply in 3 days and you keep sending the weirdest emails. Damn, why did they only... why did they always have the Rattle Pokemon references in them? He didn't say that. I just added that part. You said you have resources, but you won't call the postal outlet to confirm that it's been placed in the incorrect mailbox at the facility instead of the home address you were given. This is a civil matter. So the home address that he was given, if it went to a community mailbox, like it's showing, they don't have a mailbox at the home address. They don't have one at the end of at the side of the road. They don't have one on the side of the house. It goes to the community mailbox because it's efficient. It saves them time. It's locked, and they should be the only ones that have the key other than the post office workers. This is a civil matter, and you are responsible to make sure delivery to the address provided. There is an unfortunate cause of events, but we need to recover our funds if you are not going to provide any insight as the shipper. Who is Chris? It seems like you are reading into some information. At least it's misinformation and not disinformation, I guess. Like I accidentally think he's scamming. It's not a civil matter. If you feel your package was delivered to the wrong address, you should contact the police since it's illegal to open someone else's mail, even in Canada. And again, at this point, like arguing with them is pretty pointless. Reggie, can you please contact the postal carrier mainline as the shipper and launch a trace to where it's delivered? I can't do any more as the sender. They said if we do this, we can locate which box it was placed inside. You've received the package, Luca. Stop being a fucking dick weaseler. Like, please, just can you just scam people and be honest about scamming them? I mean, there's already enough evidence here with this and everything else that shows that you're a scammer. So like pretending here at the back end of it, like it's not like he's gonna be, oh, you know what? Rattle made those videos about him. He was scamming other people. There's tons of evidence in every case where he is scamming people. This one's probably just actually lost, right? Go ahead and open the case. I have your American address, Chris. So I don't think Chris is him. I think Chris was someone that was being used. It seems like Chris might have been a little bit on the younger end of things because I talked to his mom. And it seems like Chris was being used as one of his shipping locations the same way these other individuals. So whether or not Chris was in on it, whether or not these other people that are receiving Luca's packages are aware of the fact that they're assisting in fraud, that'll be up to the FBI to determine, I guess. Your theft of $11,500 of items is grand larceny in the United States. And yeah, it's not the first, not the last. I'm sure he clearly has not learned his lesson. Like even better is this little pussy wussy. He won't even talk to me on the phone. Standard shit. I mean, like, I don't know if you can incriminate yourself anymore. You can just like probably talk to me on the phone and say that you did it. So we have customer support here, and the victim was able to get one of the payments sent back. Hopefully, someone at PayPal can figure this out. I'll see if I can reach out, see if I can get a hold of somebody that can make some things happen here, that can assist with this. I don't understand how one would get refunded and the other one doesn't, but this is one of those things that PayPal should have this guy on a list, and anytime that he's doing any transactions of this sort, they should be doing their absolute best to make it right for the customer. And that's where companies, we had them scamming on Whatnot, we had them scamming. These companies need to look out for their customers and need to crack down on scammers like Luca. And if that wasn't enough, we have Luca, who has clearly not learned his lesson because he's recently posted a Luca jacket. He's with the Princess Peach jacket. He was told to dial it back because it was too infringing on Nintendo property, but now he's just straight up putting the Nintendo logo on there. So hopefully Nintendo has their way with him, and maybe if his jacket company wasn't so fucking terrible, and if he actually sold some of them, or in a decent quantity. Does that say? Oh, it says designed in Canada. Yeah, where's it printed, Luca? You guys take care of each other. See you next time. Warn others about Luca. Make sure that that no one's buying from him. Whether it's Fortnite cards, Pokemon cards, jackets, what else was anything. He's out there. He's grifting. He's actively grifting. So sharing this with as many people as possible is ideal. And he's traveling around. He's in the U.S. He's in Canada. He's got many addresses where he's sending this shit. But he's doing everything in his power to steal from you because he is a shit human being who can't make money any other way.